Hello there, I'm Lou Gallagher.
Hello there. I'm Corvette Ronnie.
You know, Ronnie, I'm sorry. I go to bed early, and I'm not going to apologize.
Well, you've earned it.
I don't want to be judged. On this episode of Men Are So Smart, things men over the age of 40 wish you would stop judging them for.
Don't judge me.
Between a lofty career perch, extra padding in your savings, and finally having a crystal clear idea of what you want to do and who you want to do it with, being over 40 is the best. And yet, reaching this exalted decade can leave us open to criticism. Maybe we aren't as energetic as we once were. Maybe we're just a bit pickier ordering from a menu.
The fact of the matter is this. You've worked hard to get to where you are, and it's high time to sit back and enjoy it. Forget anyone who hurls criticism your way about these habits, because every guy over 40 swears by them. So keep doing you.
All right. First one on our list, we go to bed earlier. We used to be able to stay up until 2 a.m. on a weekday and then be up and ready for work the next day. That now sounds awful. I just had that happen the other night. We've gained a greater appreciation for the importance of sleep in our 40s and 50s. We tend to get drowsier earlier than we once did and are also well aware of how much happier and more effective we'll be the next day if we get a solid 7 hours.
We leave parties earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Along the same lines, while a host exhorting us to hang out just a little bit longer used to get us sticking around to party until the early hours of the morning. Now, a comfortable bed is much more motivating incentive.
Yeah.
Our fear of missing out has decreased as our fear of missing a good sleep has grown.
Are you ever out someplace and you think to yourself, man, this really sucks?
Yes.
I wish I was in my bed.
If I were horizontal, I'd be asleep right now.
Exactly. Yeah. In fact, I may be asleep, and this may be a bad dream. Just get me home to my bed, please. All right, next up. We are pickier about our food and drink orders.
Ooh.
God knows.
Yeah.
Once you're in your 50s, you know what you like and have seen it get messed up often enough to go to lengths to avoid it. So when we order food now, we tend to be specific, telling servers we want grilled onions, not raw ones, or getting a little extra sauce on the side. Is that what the kids are calling it now?
Yeah.
Getting some sauce on the
Some
side.
extra sauce.
Okay. It might make you want to roll your eyes as we get super detailed about how we'd like our meal, but everyone is going to be happier for it in the long run. Don't screw up my order, please.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You're paying for it.
Exactly.
It should come out the way you want it.
Right.
If it's not the way you want it, why go to a restaurant?
Well, you know, in that example, in that story, Ronnie, it says specify that you want grilled onions rather than raw onions. Now,
Right.
That's me. But here's the thing. If the menu doesn't say grilled onions, should you ask for that? I mean, that's like, ordering off the menu is what I would
It kind of is. And a lot of restaurants may or may not be able to accommodate that.
Yeah.
So you might be stuck.
Right. And, maybe they don't want grilled onion smell on their grill.
I worked at a restaurant and we only clean the grill once a night. That's at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm. Everything tastes like everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know our alcohol limit.
Yeah.
We don't party as hard as we used to, and there's a good chance that we will throw up the white flag after just a couple drinks. Not throw up, but throw up the white flag.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we used to throw back pints all night long.
I remember in the band.
Oh, boy.
The band days.
Those are the days. We might have been more fun in those free drinking days, but
Speak
we
for yourself.
also have a beer gut to watch out for.
Yes, and which we're very proud of.
A lot of empty calories in alcohol, drinks and beer.
I think men could adopt what we do with my grandson. We always tell him, show us your belly. Show us your belly.
And he's proud of it.
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah.
We prefer resorts over backpacking vacations.
Man, isn't that true?
I don't even have to read this one. I'm going to tell you something. I have friends that say to me, Lou, we're going to go fishing as part of our camping trip. We'd love to have you come along. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, actually, before I say no, thank you, is there a hotel really close by where you guys are going to have your tent? Because I could just meet you at the water.
Yeah.
I'll be down there with a microwave and
freshly showered
with a hot cup of coffee.
I've already had my continental breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you see what I'm saying? We don't want to do that anymore.
No.
In fact, camping for me is going someplace where they don't have a blow dryer.
because anything, I'm all about the glamping. You know,
Yeah.
Have you ever stayed in a motorhome?
Years ago.
It's not bad. They're very luxurious.
Mhm.
Everything in a motorhome comes straight out of your home. You have a stove, a
Do you
shower,
remember when
a
we saw
toilet.
Tim's?
Oh
When we
boy,
went to Tim's warehouse to see
Holy
his cars,
cow.
I took you there.
that thing, that's serious glamper.
It had a fireplace.
Yeah, that's the way to go right there.
Yeah.
That one's crazy.
Take me to a hotel.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
We aren't the sex machines we once were. Wait a minute. Speak for yourself.
You're a machine?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, apparently, maybe not. One thing that I think men should stop worrying about is the actual length of time that they are able to maintain an erection. Unless it has drastically changed and it's natural for erections to shift over time. And hopefully, by the time a man reaches the age of 40, he realizes that pleasure does not revolve solely around his erection.
I guess they're talking about when you're with somebody else.
Probably.
Because, I mean, really, when you're by yourself, that's
That is it.
the thing right
That's
there.
kind of that. That's
You
the
know
whole
what?
purpose.
Yeah, once again, we're at that awkward stage right here, Ronnie. I think I'm just going to move on. That six-pack stomach left a long time ago.
Yeah. Now it's a keg.
Yeah, a mini keg, hopefully.
Yeah.
Those washboard abs can be tough to maintain as you acquire more years, so being expected to keep those rock-hard abs is not totally fair. While it is achievable in your 40s and 50s, it becomes exponentially more difficult, says an analyst. Focus on your overall health and consistency of your workouts rather than flat abs. Cardio.
Yeah.
You even if you have a few extra pounds that you've packed on, maybe from the holidays or something, the most important thing is getting that heart beating.
Yeah.
You know? And when you do that, you're going to burn some fat.
Yeah, because the thing is, we all have abs, but they're covered with sometimes a thick layer of fat.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want abs, you got to get down to like 3-4% body fat.
Yeah.
That's just not going to happen at our age anymore.
Nah.
No.
And who are we trying to impress?
Yeah. Yeah, we're already married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're done.
We got the
over.
dad bod.
Exactly.
The dad bod is a thing.
Yeah.
And it's perfectly acceptable.
Except I have the granddad bod, so it's not acceptable.
We like eating steak.
God,
Is the
yes.
next one. Oh my God, do we ever?
Oh, man.
Sure. Too much red meat is not good for your health. Hardens blood vessels, is worse for the planet than almost any other kind of food, and often involves something called meat glue.
Tell me more.
Oh, there is a unique pleasure to enjoying a sizable T-bone or tri-tip, whether in a steakhouse or at home over the barbecue. It might not be super healthy, but it's something we just need every now and then.
You know, I don't mock them, but people that like eat a salad for lunch, I think to myself,
Boring.
you need protein.
Yeah.
You know, you got afternoon to get through. You need to have some meat.
When I was at the SEMA show in Vegas, we had the biggest, juiciest, most expensive steaks you could order. It was amazing. I felt like I was a king the way I was eating.
Wow.
Oh,
Dilly dilly.
dilly dilly.
You know, like steaks, a cigar can scratch an itch that little else can. Sure, regular cigar smoking can become addictive and cause plenty of nasty health issues, cancer, oral disease, lung and heart disease, to name a few. It's also kind of stinky.
Yeah.
But when looking for something to enjoy while celebrating a success, commiserating with friends, or quietly contemplating some life decisions, it's hard to beat a good cigar.
Yep.
Man, do I enjoy that. I got one waiting for me when I get home today.
You know, the last time I smoked one, I came in the house and Vicky told me to leave my clothes outside.
I like to smoke them in the car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that just permeates all of the vinyl
Oh, yeah.
and material.
Oh, yep.
It's pretty hard to get that smell out of there, but boy, is it worth it.
I take exception to this.
Okay.
The next one says, we aren't great dancers.
No, we're not.
I am. I'm a great dancer. I do a little air guitar and
Oh.
mix it all up.
Oh, you
yeah.
do? So you're busting a move?
Yeah, I'm a good dancer.
Really? Are you lit?
This one goes on to say, at our age, we still love to get out on the dance floor now and then, at weddings or a random Friday night in the city, and sometimes our moves aren't the most impressive or eye-catching, and in some cases they can be a little bit too eye-catching. Not everyone can be Bruno Mars or Justin Timberlake. Cut us a break.
Ronnie's bringing sexy back.
I am. It's back. I
Single-handedly.
brought it back. In fact, I might let it go and then bring it back again.
You can do that?
I can do that. I have that power.
Dang, Ronnie.
Yep.
Is that like your superpower?
Oh, it's one of them.
One of them. One of many.
Several.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? You could keep all that chino and SOs and all that stuff. Men, we just like a plain cup of black coffee with a little cream. None of that fancy whipped cream foo-foo stuff. In this era of cold brew and pour over Chemex coffee that costs upwards of $6 a cup, it's easy to feel out of step with the times when we just want a cup of black coffee made the old-fashioned way and less expensive way. We've finally gotten comfortable using a French press. What more do you want from us? We're men, and we're over 40. We're way over 40. We're like 60.
40 is...
But that's the article, so.
40 can almost not even be seen in the rearview mirror
60
anymore.
is the new 20.
Yeah.
I don't know that math. That's that Common Core math, I think. Yeah, and what are we in dog years, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Way too old.
380 or something?
So close to that, if not more.
Yeah.
We read slow. Yes.
We do. Sure, we've had that same Michael Lewis book sitting on our bedside table for 2 months now. It happens. We don't have as much time or mental energy to read at the level we once did. And getting through a book tends to take a bit longer than it once did. But at least we're still starting books. Give us a little bit of credit. You know what happens when
You know what that
read?
was? That was a hat trick. What happens when you read?
I fall asleep.
Yeah, me too.
I can read about 3 pages, and then I'm doing this.
Yep.
And if I haven't put my finger where I was,
You don't know. You don't remember.
I don't know. I have to go back and I reread the same paragraphs maybe 3 or 4 times.
Ronnie has been reading All the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss since 1969.
Yes.
Still hasn't finished it.
Not quite
All
done.
the Places You'll Go.
Yes. Red fish, blue fish.
But sometimes you don't. All right, we need our naps. Please.
True that.
You know what? Back it down a notch. I need a nap. Naps have been proven to boost your productivity and mental acuity. So why do we still get seen as being lazy for needing an afternoon doze every now and again? Or every day, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's remove the nap stigma, okay? Man, we don't need that. We don't need that kind of negativity in our lives.
No.
It's healthy practice and one that ensures we're a lot more fun to be around by the time the evening rolls around. Isn't that what you really want?
You know, there are countries where at work they will take a 15-minute nap shortly after lunch, and they found that their employees are way more productive after just a little 15-minute cat nap.
I'm kind of busy, Ron, you know? I do a lot of things. I have a lot of balls in the air. So I get really tired. When I take a nap, it's like 3 hours, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously, and
Set a
don't wake
timer.
me up. You
Set
know?
a timer.
Holy cow. And then I wake up and I'm so yucky.
See, that's from sleeping too long.
I know, but I
15
need it.
minutes. That's the key. 15 minutes.
All right, I'll take your advice.
All right. Being at this age, we love a night in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't call us a whole body. We just need a night every now and then to relax and decompress.
Mhm.
It's a healthy way to recharge and save a little money to boot. And it feels great to decompress after a full day's work. It's also a good way to ensure that we'll actually be fun and ready to go on the weekend.
It's important.
Yeah.
I agree completely. We love new socks and underwear.
Oh, boy.
You know, I
That's the
cannot
best.
even keep socks in the house, and I do not know where they go. There are 2 other men that live in the house, my son-in-law and my son. Interesting. They're never out of socks.
Huh. Imagine that.
Me, sometimes I don't even get to wear them out of the package, and
You
they're
know
gone.
what? You need to put a lock on your sock drawer.
I need a sock lock,
You need a sock
a
lock
lock for the sock drawer.
immediately.
Hmm.
Yeah.
A sock lock, you say. Speaking of comfort, while we love a new shirt or jeans, there's little that excites us as much as a brand new pair of socks or underwear. When you feel new and stylish to your toes, it's one of life's great pleasures, and one we never used to fully appreciate until you get older.
I'm wearing new socks and underwear right now.
I have new socks on,
I love it.
but my underwear's from 1976.
I can't make underwear last that long. I don't know.
I sell mine on eBay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a
Worn by Lou
nice,
Gallagher.
that's a nice little
Yeah, I'll autograph
side
them.
job.
You betcha.
Nice. For me, and this next one is big. We don't like noisy bars. You know what? And I'll put a little parentheses there also. I don't like noisy restaurants.
Yeah.
Ugh. So
What about kids?
I don't like noisy kids.
Yeah, okay.
There's only maybe noisy cars. That's about the only thing I'm really fond of.
And guitars.
And guitars.
Yeah. Cars and guitars.
So as they used to say, if it's too loud, you're too old. Wow, there might be something to that. That may be true, but there's a little more that's more obnoxious to us these days than a bar or restaurant that's so loud you can't hear the person in front of you. That used to work well for pickup spots where the fewer words exchanged. Sometimes that's better. But at our age, even when we're out for a casual date, we like to hear the person we're talking to.
Yeah.
Even worse is when somebody talks to you and what? Because there's so much background noise, they can't burst through it.
Let me ask you this. Do you have hearing problems? And
See what?
Yeah. Do you have hearing problems from playing in the band?
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah. Standing right in front of an amplifier dialed up to 11.
Yeah.
That might have something to do with it.
I think it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I passed a hearing test
Mm.
with the county. I had to go to a separate place to get it done again because I failed my first one.
Wow.
But when they sent us up to the specialist, I passed. My
Mm.
hearing is okay.
Yeah. Well, some of you may not know this about me, but in order for me to get a decent night's sleep, I sleep with a hairdryer on the whole night. It serves as white noise. And you say to yourself, well, that's a fire hazard. I'm an expert. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Now, have I ever had something catch on fire because of it? Yeah, I did.
Oh. So it is a fire hazard.
It is. But that's if you're using like an extension cord. Okay.
Okay.
And now I'm not perpetuating this. I'm just saying this is what I do. And when sometimes the blow dryer will begin to go out slowly, and then it gets to a point where it just burns itself out and it stops, it'll wake me up instantly.
Wow.
Instantly.
Dang.
Am I the weirdest son of a bitch you've ever met? Yeah.
Right there.
It's true.
Yeah.
I sure hope my insurance agent isn't watching this. All right. That's all the time we got. All right. This has been things men over 40 wish you would stop judging them for. We want to take a nap and go to bed earlier. We just want to sleep. We want to be left alone.
After eating a steak.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And smoking a good cigar.
There you go.
All right, so there you have it. That'll wrap up another edition of Men Are So Smart. You'll find all of the information, our social media, our contacts via email. If you'd like to contact us for email questions for the inbox, we'd love to have them from you. We also wanted to say a special hi to all of our friends who are listening on tikimanradio.com. Thanks so much. We enjoy the trop rock here on the left coast, and we appreciate all the great work that the Tiki Man does. And we'll have a link to tikimanradio.com in our description below. And momentarily, you'll see a button. When you tap that button, you can subscribe to our channel. We really would appreciate that. Plus, if you enjoyed this episode, give it a like.
Yeah.
Leave a comment. Whatever you need to do. We'll see you the next time on Men Are So Smart.
Bye.